Our presentation is on the Klebsiella pneumoniae. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Jen.
And I'm Andrea.
So I'm gonna start off talking about the cell structure of Klebsiella. So one of the findings during my research about the structures that it does contain is that there's a cell wall, a capsule, an outer membrane, fimbriae, pili, nucleoid, ribosome, transport proteins, porin, and inclusion. So all of these structures are found within the Klebsiella pneumoniae. And some of the things that it does not contain are endospore, flagellum, and mycolic acid. And the reason why KP is not a member of the mycobacteria group, it is because it's a different type of bacterium that lacks the mycolic acid. And due to KP being a gram-negative bacterium, it can't produce endospores. And then I have this little image on the right side, my bad, that depicted some of those findings of the structure. The morphology of Klebsiella is that it's a gram-negative, non-motile, as stated before, and it's a rod-shaped bacteria. It's a bacteria that has a capsule, and due to its resistance of the environment and action of disinfectants as well as many antibiotics, it can make it very lethal. When things are obviously resistant, some things like antibiotics cannot be a way to help when you have something like Klebsiella. And it's a lactose fermenting facultative anaerobic bacterium found in the normal flora of the intestines, and it's clinically the most important member of the Klebsiella genus of Enterobacteriaceae. And it naturally occurs in the soil, and about 30% of strains can fix nitrogen in anaerobic condition.
So this is a table that shows the morphology of Klebsiella pneumoniae. So for gram stain, it's a gram-negative bacteria because it doesn't have peptidoglycan, a thick peptidoglycan cell wall. For when you stain it with capsule stain, it gives a positive result because it contains capsules, as Jen said. The shape is a bacilli shape, which is rod shapes. The arrangement usually appears as a single cell or as a pair or short chains. The size usually ranges from about 0.6 to 6 micrometers in length and 0.1 to 1 micrometer in diameter. For the motility test, it is non-motile. This is an image that clearly shows the capsule stain of Klebsiella pneumoniae. Because it contains capsule, you can see that around the rod cell doesn't absorb the stain. And this is another image of the gram stain. So you can see here that it stains pink. And we know that when a cell stains pink under a gram stain, it is a gram-negative cell.
A few of the diseases caused by Klebsiella pneumoniae are pneumonia, urinary tract infections, bloodstream infections, meningitis, and they're commonly found on wound or surgical sites. Some symptoms that can indicate a Klebsiella pneumoniae infection are fever, chills, redness, swelling, pain, and drainage or pus from the wound or the surgical site. Like Jen had mentioned before, Klebsiella pneumoniae infections are usually treated with antibiotics, but some have become resistant to antibiotics. In the case that someone has a Klebsiella infection that is drug resistant, a lab would have to test to find out which antibiotics to use to treat the infection. That concludes our presentation of the Klebsiella pneumoniae infection, and I think we're done.
Yeah.